Hey, welcome back to the Nancy Network. As promised, we're about to unbox this retro mini brands. And I didn't realize it was set up like a little advent calendar. So I'm going to pop them out, and I've got a little pair of tweezers in case they don't come out. And I'm just going to show you one by one what we have in our retro mini brands little setup. And I didn't know it was a little advent calendar, so I think that's kind of neat, or it's sort of like an advent calendar. It doesn't say advent calendar on it anywhere, so it just says 24 minis to collect. So our first one, we have the little Planters cheese balls. When I was a kid, I remember we could get these in a can and eat them right on the couch if Grandma wasn't watching. Okay, let's open the next one. Okay, we've got Hershey's Kisses, retro Hershey's Kisses, and it's a little box. Very cool. Let's pop out the next one. And we have some STP oil treatment. So old-fashioned, they used to come in cans with a little top like that. There's your oil right there. Okie dokie. Wonderful Skippy peanut butter. Very delicious. Very delicious. I like the old-fashioned boxes and the way things were packaged. Then we have Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, way back when you could win a golden ticket. See the little golden ticket? And they always look like the real cereal box with something to read or a puzzle on the back. Really, really cool. So Frosted Flakes. Okay. Cinnamon hot tamales. Remember when you would shake the box and it would go ch-ch-ch-ch-ch? You'd know how many you had left. That's really cool. It's a little box. Okay, let's go down the next row. Here we go. Busting through. Can't live without your Fruit Loops. They're bioengineered now, but way back when, you know, they might have had real fruit juice in them and real stuff. Now there's sugar and color and natural flavors. You gotta watch out. Okay. And then we have Life magazine, Man's Journey to the Moon. So that's really neat. Little piece of history. Life magazine stays on top of things. Okay. Continuing on down the row. We've got Ever-Ready batteries. And they used to pack them, you know, in a box. This would have been the big one that had the connectors on top. And another magazine, Better Homes and Gardens. What little girl hasn't looked through there and went, I want one of those. Moving on, going on down the row a little further. Turtle Wax car wax. I don't know if you can still get it in a bottle, but that is very, very cool. Very cool. All right, last one on this row. And out comes the Dinty Moore beef stew. Who remembers your grandma giving you this when she didn't want to cook? It was pretty good. My grandma spiced hers up and she would add corn to it. But not that I like corn, but Dinty Moore beef stew. One of the cans you had to open with a can opener. Okay, let's move on down to the next row. It's getting better and better, I think. This is fun. We found this, by the way, at Five Below. So if you have a Five Below in your area, they may still have some. I think they were reduced. for after Christmas because they were all like in a box together up by the front. And the next one is Hershey's chocolate syrup. Used to have one of those, like the top, you would take a little old-fashioned can opener and poke a little triangle on each side to get the syrup out and pour it like that. Yeah, Hershey's chocolate syrup. That one's really cool. Okay, next one on this row. Oh my God. Every trick-or-treater's worst nightmare. Dum Dum Drop Pops. Seems like, in the, I got a lot of these when I would go trick-or-treating. A lot of them I couldn't have because I'm allergic to lemon, and they have like strawberry mystery flavor. I had to be really careful. I had to look at that label. Okay, let's look at the next one on this row. And the next one on this row is, oh wow, this is really great. It is a cassette tape, and it came with the little box that the cassette tape goes in, so you can just put your tape in there. And remember to always put, when you're putting up a cassette tape, make sure that the tape is facing the bottom of the box or you'll mess it up. Then close it. That is really, really unique. This one, I think this one's my favorite one so far. I remember waiting for Casey Kasem to come on the radio, and I would hit record on my boombox so I could download, like, not the talking, but like the music. And you had, oh gosh, you had to sit there and you had to wait and you had to be perfect because there were no second chances. You can't rewind live radio, which you kids are missing it. Okay, the next one on the row, going down the same row, is Kodak Gold roll of film. That's very unique. Let's see if there's actually a roll of film in here. Sometimes what's in the minis is really in the box, and sometimes it's just a box showing you what would have been in there. Let's get a tweezer and try to open that box. And yep, it's just the box. All we have in here is a little bit of paper filler, but it's still very unique. The box is unique. It would have been cool if they had put a the film box and the film actually in here. So, but that's very cool. All right, the next one on this row is dun, 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 dun. Let's get it out of there. The next one is a makeup compact. That's really cool. And I think this is, oh, does it? It may not open, but it's a little makeup compact. And if I figure out how to open it later, I'll post a picture in the community so you can see it. But that's really cool. I think on the back it says, oh, it says Avon. So a little Avon compact. That's really cool. All right. Let's see the last one on this row, and then we have one more row to go. Okay. Next. Let's rip it out of here. Let's rip it out. I feel... Oh, Ike and Mike. More of those little candies. Let's see the front of the box. I think these were assorted fruit. Yeah, assorted fruit. That's cool. All right, now we're moving on to the last row. Are you ready? Here we go. Next, we got the Better Homes and Gardens new cookbook. So I love cookbooks. I've got a lot of Betty Crocker cookbooks. One that was given to me by my grandmother when I got married. So when I got divorced, I took it with me. So just a little cookbook. How awesome. I get a lot of books. Like you don't see, like children, people, there used to be books. Okay. Next, let's check the next one on this row, which is, oh my God, Charlie perfume. That is, I don't know if you can see this as Charlie, but it's a Charlie perfume. See if we can get it in the light just right. And it's that unique, little kind of pyramid shape with the lid the same way, little pyramid shape. That's very cool. I like that one. Okay, let's keep moving. We're almost done. We're almost... Oh, who hasn't had Spam? Yeah, I didn't used to like Spam, but you should roast it in the oven and try it with mustard. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. We've got 3 to go. Let's go to the next one. Dole sliced pineapples. These are also in a can. But you would go with a can opener to get to them. Needed these every year because I make pineapple upside down cake for my birthday, and I still buy Dole sliced pineapples. The can looks different now. Okay, next to last one. Let's go. Let's get going. What have we got? We have more Kodak film. So you could put your home videos on reels, like movie reels, and with the right type of player, you could watch these at home, and like your granny would hang up a sheet and bring out the movie reel thing, and you'd watch family movies. And a lot of the times they didn't have sound, so that was really interesting. And your nanny would be in the background going, "That's when your grandfather threw a fit," or something funny like that. But that's really unique, and it looks like it's a gold, so that one maybe even more special. Okay, very last one. Drum roll, please. Ding. Okay, last one. Let's see what we got. Sun-made raisins. Who hated getting these in their lunchbox? My brother used to fling them at me with a slingshot. Okay, so I'll take a big photo and post it and show you all the little pieces that we got in our retro mini brands, sort of like an advent calendar. And again, I found it at Five Below, so if you have a Five Below near you, you may go check and see if they have any left, or if this was, just something special at my store, which, often happens with these stores. So thank you so much for being here on the Nancy Network. I'll post a picture to show you the big, broad spectrum of what we got. And thank you so much. Hope you come back.